The Federal Reserve System was put in by big banks. The bill was written. It took a few years for jockeying around for position and for exactly what sort of law should be passed. But all of them, all the banks were in favor of, all the large banks were in favor of the Federal Reserve System in order to provide, quote, elasticity, unquote, of the money supply. In other words, in order to permit inflation of money, expansion of the money supply, which they couldn't do very much under the national banking system. They ran up against a stone wall, especially during recessions. They wanted a sluice gate, a lender of last resort, a centralizer of reserves, in other words, Papa government to come in and cartelize the banking system for them, and this is what they did. Nobody in those days, none of the bankers said we are in favor of a central bank in order to restrain our evil appetite for inflation. It was quite the opposite. They needed the central bank in order to promote, coordinate, and promote expansion of money, which is essentially what they did, and essentially what they got from then on. The Federal Reserve, I think, very happily confirmed their judgment and has done this ever since. It's responsible now, of course, for continuing an accelerated inflation. In between, responsible for big depressions. As you all probably know, the Federal Reserve was put in order to stabilize the business cycle, supposedly, is one of the supposed advantages, to eliminate depressions and inflation. Instead of that, we got the largest inflation, most chronic inflation, and the biggest depression in American history since the Fed has come on the scene. Obviously, it must be doing something wrong, but more than something, I think it itself is wrong. It is the problem.